Montana is one of only 5 states in the country that does not have a sales tax.
Yes, we have resort taxes, a bed tax, and gas taxes, but no general sales tax. In Big Sky Country, income and property taxes are king, and it doesn't appear that's going to change anytime soon.
Well, tonight, Q2's Jay Cohn takes us on special assignment to dig into Montana's sales tax past.
Montana's history with the sales tax dates back more than half a century. As we showed you last night, the issue was a focal point during the 1968 governor's race, when pro-sales tax Tim Babcock lost in his bid for re-election. Since then, pro-sales tax advocates have tried and tried and tried again, but without success, to the point now that many wonder if a sales tax will ever be worth trying again. The closest Montana came to having a sales tax came in 1971, when the legislature asked voters to pick between a 40% income tax surcharge or a 2% sales tax and a 20% surtax. At the time, Evan Barrett was executive secretary of the Montana Democratic Party, and union boss Jim Murray headed up the Montana AFL-CIO.
We didn't want workers to have to pay this unfair tax as they were shifting the tax load from corporate interests and business interests to low-income people.
Promoting the sales tax, the group SOS, Save Our State, headed by Speaker of the House Jim Lucas of Miles City.
While it ended up being defeated overwhelmingly, that wasn't a given at the beginning of that debate.
The SOS people were making the argument that the money to support the sales tax referendum was coming from little old ladies and people on retirement.
It turned out the pro-sales tax group was not funded by little old ladies, but rather by almost every large corporation and company doing business in the state. Opponents used a provision from Montana's 1912 Corrupt Practices Act to force that information into the open. It came on the eve of the big vote.
This was a dark money before we had ever described it like we do today. But all the essence of dark money was in that battle in '71. And that battle is still in the forefront today. And Montana, by the way, nationally, is in the forefront of that battle because of that 1912 Corrupt Practices Act.
So when it was disclosed that this was, that the whole thing was being paid for by the major corporations, that just changed the dynamics of that whole debate completely.
Voters promptly defeated the sales tax by a decisive 3-to-1 margin, rendering the issue politically untouchable for the next 2 decades. Fast forward to 1989. Republican Governor Stan Stevens proposes a 4% sales tax to help erase a budget shortfall. He even got the state's largest teachers union to support it.
House Bill 747 provides the necessary property tax reform that this state has long demanded, and it provides the necessary revenue that we need to fund our public schools.
I marvel at this great group called the ambassadors. Who elected the ambassadors, and who are they ambassadors for? I suggest to you they're ambassadors of greed, not the public.
Senator Lynch won that day, but just 4 years later, in 1993, the sales tax rose again when the legislature put the question back on the ballot. Governor Mark Roscoe barnstormed the state to drum up support for the 4% general sales tax that offered both property and income tax relief.
I could tell I was the only guy in the room that really wanted this thing to pass.
The sales tax referendum went down again, even bigger than its predecessor in '71, with nearly 3/4 of those voting no.
That sales tax would have helped enormously public education in Montana. But we just gave away that moment. And I don't see that moment coming back.
So the question today is, will a general sales tax ever become a part of the Montana tax landscape? In the world of politics, of course, we learn never to say never. And yes, believe it or not, there is a sales tax bill up for debate at this year's legislative session. On special assignment, I'm Jay Cohn reporting, MTN News.
All right, thanks, Jay.